adagidi atopam na kaino hai matamsida economy or finance ko aina khanbada these are the things asing mai targadi yam kashum yamana te koi kind of conflict man jika koi world level issues man jika and if all the countries kind of come together and kind of fight for it, okay, probably it is very easy to solve, right? And but it is quite impossible with the current state of human gi akoi laiba human gi consciousness and awareness that khar wat di ka kamatam da phani khama probably something like an asteroid is heading towards Earth for kind of completely kind of destructing Earth, or an alien invaded India kind of the Earth. Adu matamda aina kanbada I think we can get together like in those movies, okay, but until then I don't see that much hope, okay. We are divided with kind of ethnicity, countries, concept of nationalism, etc., etc., right? Humanity wakan je kya laite ko so duna ne kuje khoi Star Wars je pamja tar jo khoi Star Wars to ya gi re kaino da aina Star Wars yeng be phajo ma kaino ha matam je ko Star Wars gi movie si hana gi duga parka something like 10 plus ne my movies ko na no yenge no nuai ha yam phajo pot am kaino ma Star Wars da hadi diversity yam the respect to yan dai ko so na so many civilizations ma'am ga human civilizations ma'am to na tina do ne aduda handana yeng bam ta yawde an Star Wars yam de yam tina pamjaba pot ai do so na they are going to say rebels kambu da hero ko they are going to fight side by side with the other rebels ko who look differently from them from other planet. Their kind of features si asagi insect kind of the animal man be or man be but they equally respect it and they fight shoulder to kind of shoulder to shoulder. That kind of idea I do not miss kind of in a movie, okay. So na Star Wars museum pa me ko na world gi issue se yengu matam da kashom ne yam ban te sing mai ta conflict ma'am lay is everywhere in the world da social issues ma'am lay poverty inequality adu da ma'am ko environment ki adu finance ki economic ki kyan ta ne ko si kitane akhoi ma'am changjil la kan da pulap akhoi ji humanity ni khalaga or akhoi amana ama thangnei ji ichinaw ni khalaga ngasai akhoi na conflict thok tar there is no need for violence. There need to be sit down and negotiate and then give and take to kind of solve to hai tar ga diko I think it can be solved within a month or something like that, okay. But Canada but who will get the power haidi power kana pai do no haibse sigi angle sida yengraga nasagi power pai na mayam ni yabadu tongna hotna mayam ni yabadu kamai ni yadu hotna bada haidi michang khomnar pada nasagi divisions come dana hoina kana ta tong kyudo kana ta psychology da tong kyudo ko or ethics da tong kyudo that is prejudice kamai la kena prejudice once it comes together when you divide two people or two groups of people into different groups atuni na kun tang amna Indian ni amna Pakistani amna Hindu ni amna Muslim ni ka and mind to de when prejudice hole ka and prejudice to targeti maram so like tabita there is this feeling of hatred and mistrust between these people and kanata community ka so duna world ji kawaina punjin ni hai targeti nasagi stereotyping prejudice ke ka namdhar punjin ni hai targeti common noiba thabak ama piba so that ama yaudredi amandang tong amoidaba animak yaurga punna tongna ngodaba like what like an alien invasion on the earth where any nation cannot defend themselves but all the nations should come together adu matamda ko prejudice mangine aduga we are going to fight so dina so dina aduna dagi sum yengja matamda ko trying to discover an alien civilization is very important for us amorom daigati ko if we discover an alien civilization somewhere else in another star or in kind of the other parts of our Milky Way, what may be the impact kind of apart from the kind of from the scientific point of view di kay no hay matam sida okay them versus us and us and hay gani ko man ko so we are audience art kanguni humans kanguni and they are adugi system de ka so art ini palak matam sida khamna probably asai Hindu Muslim Pakistan India adidi asuna kan Iraq Iran Saudi Arabia Palestine, Israel, say something less ocean because we are all humans and they are atopa planet so how are they going to be? We are going to meet them. Arty when group when low so my probably prejudice and then so these are thought processes, right? Ano kan jisung kallo ka tinungay never come so do that. Saya ko ye Umarjan yaw khang di sida Umarjan yaw na mo siya Umarjan any kamera yaw do mande my interview live ne so mazla me buka ya ngasi like tong ni buka but ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯅꯤꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯄꯥꯅꯕꯁꯨ ꯄꯤꯅꯤꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯀꯤ ꯁꯦꯇꯔꯗꯦꯗ ꯇꯦꯁꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯅꯤꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯧꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯣ but let me kind of go a little side track okay ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯨꯗꯦꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯆꯍꯤꯁꯨ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯅꯧꯔꯤꯕꯩꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯋꯥꯈꯜ ꯈꯟꯕꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯋꯥꯠꯂꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯗꯥꯕꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜ ꯈꯟꯕꯁꯦ but UPSCꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ thinking individuals ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤꯀꯣ thinking ꯍꯥꯏꯁꯦ ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯅꯣ in every aspect of life ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯂꯩꯅꯗꯕ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯇꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯦꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯆꯁꯤꯗꯁꯨ you just cannot go to the classes every day, write notes, come back, read it like anything, try to by heart it. You do the same thing again and again for 8 months. And will you be selecting civil services? No, that is quite impossible because admine tau taragadi na noi khanagrani but it is not so. It is not so. Adugi ma'am do tau no have but you need to apply your own thinking like oh aina si tawrisi kaigino okay si tawrisi kaigino topic tu matang ai kamai samnahani kamai na revise tawo nangni kamai na answer writing ibang ngamni this you cannot you guys need to think okay so na sigumba ma'am je koina thought process ni ko ana umarjin la ame ngasai da onaba ko magi interview ki feedback piwa ko ma je philosophy lawe ko philosophy lawe ko so philosophy da philosophy lawe hai target mi amda ko sigi ko do you believe in god as a koina dum hang drum names philosophy the god ki kana concept se kaina gyan ta ko do you believe in god se philosopher na traga philosophy na traju yai noi kana da noi na kuma jai ka so no in the hang na khalo ko interview ta do you believe in god ta na ka so what are you going to say okay si si ko ma na hang ngon da ayu di kai hai ni na ka so da di philosophy ji log de adu philosophy am wang e ju khanje de ko but yeah I do have my own reasons okay so what I'm going to say is that what do you think I'm going to say? do I believe in God or something? I kangi kanjo on the message on the irona. What do you think I'm going to say? Do you think I believe in God or something? Yeah, see what can dana, but not can rega. God is a quite a tiny annoying but God the idea to them superficial as if it is something he is something like to pray for to grant wishes kita when lay evoka hadi koina like for music koina noai ba na da yek da ba pasha pai ba adedi pekha da makok thong ba kot pa amain to evoka and that relationship with God is like angang chagi oire ka so there comes a point in time when I do not pray for Canada to seek Canada pekha kan ba kot pa noai ba hakchang pa because I came to know that these are all within Canada not Canada God na piwang amoy ay isa to jagadam ne ko pekha kan ba like pa ba na da yek da ba these are the things which I can take care of my own right aduga next yeah ay ngamun ngam da pot khra lay something like say mi siwa mi awana ba yaw ba adagidi aina hek ngamdaba pot adai say differently able loiba lambi da chat leramba aina ngamdaba yam nuaitaba mi adungumadadi yeah suddenly the prayer comes to my mind okay like God lighted la like please take care of that guy something like that okay adudadi yeah I do pray but atopa I asiuda yumda like or maju sanamai ga kor maju hadi I do not pray like adu no I joy loya the joy joy the ne torise komati saude ne ha so then what I have to say for kind of myself when asked with the question that do you believe in God? I will say yes, sir. I do believe in God. Okay, because kain na matam sida hadi as a rational and a logical and a scientific person, human God. Hadi I cannot say that I do not believe in something which I have not proof otherwise. So I cannot prove the existence of God otherwise. So then it is either there or it is not there. There is either God or there is no God. And sen is Daniel later. So then I prove to wangam dream otherwise lay late have the God. So na ngam the pot nina God. I would bet my myself that I would believe in God. Number one condition. Number two condition that kind of but I don't have anything to do with this God. I don't have anything to do with this God. Yeah, it is there, but I don't have anything to do with him. And probably he may not have anything to do with me also. I don't care. So adumai aduna si khanbadi abda there is no God khanbadi ada right targeti sisu yai equally valid oiba answer ni ko because I have not either proof or disprove that there is no or there is God or no God so na aina proof tawdriba pot amdadi it lerambani natraga leramoi have matam da animak chumme ba ko hadi there is canada adudadi koina kind of the reasoning and logic in kanda the answer are correct proof to the report ama leram gani natra leram mo have chumme ba but I would bet on this one that God because this whole universe when we see this whole universe the whole universe yeng po matamda haidi there has something to be a maker. Okay, there is something where it has to start and someone has to make it. Someone haraga don't assume it is a kind of physical form that nupa oigini nupi oigini mi oigini natra atopa creature mo oigini. It can be anything. It can be a force, it can be a principle like Canada principle like nasagi physically entitled oidabida just principle thought principle aware. It can be a force, it can be a principle, it can be anything. And this we can say this God because it is the origin of everything. So then I'll bet on there is God, but I have nothing to do with it. And I can still say that there is no God, and my answer is going to be right because I have not proof or disproof there is a God or not. But I will bend myself that there is God. This whole universe, this beautiful thing called universe. So many galaxies, so many stars, so many vastness. There has to be a maker of it. I'm not saying that it has to be a physically a man or something, but it can be a force, it can be a principle, it can be anything, but there should be a maker of it. Okay, and I will prove see points. There is a maker as a command proof. There is this story I have read in my in my college days, right? It was with the Isaac Newton story of never got. So mana my car normally is the my moana changapa, my moana changapa. My car is the mana solar system gi mana diagram. Hadi yot kataraga chalaga solar system gi diagram yot katara chalato like sanjek lay matam te planet lay ate planet lay matam magi lay do channel si lay. It was so beautiful. Hadi yam tina man boy ka. My moana was atheist oiba ganda ka ma changa kanda Newton hang ba. Wow nang ji ti phaje ko le but kana semi sine ba Newton nobody kanam tan nate nobody sum kanam tan nate moana ji khai la se irritating like tana sida lay ba pot ama yam phaje ba pot ama si ji nang kana semi ha nobody sum hai ji kaino ha tan ja Newton na mo da hai ba okay aina si ji sema lay ba matam sida nangonda nang kana semi ha da aina nobody hai Gantana. I know nobody hai. Nanga thazade. It has to have a maker neko. Aduga aina nawanda university matang da hangno matam dadi. You said that it just came on Canada. On it just came you believe that it came on its own without any maker. Ko aduna nangi nasana nangi poto sida contradict tawjari entaraga ko. The atheists came to realize that okay, something is there means someone has to create it. Someone has not person anything force principles anything so nang university na kanam na same god na same has it has a day but sidadi nang you do not accept that cg pochi kanam na same na te na accept of because it is there. So universe is also there, so you have to accept that there is a maker. Okay, so na I na see what is there na thazara kanda I will ban on that there is God. Okay, but I don't think I think he left in some part of galaxy but I don't know, but yeah, there has to be. Okay, and don't define God with religion. Okay, it will be a mistake, right? So it is something like this. Okay, so how can I make you understand this like this? Okay, so religion are like the rasagula. Okay, gula macam so many religions are there and all the gulas have sweetness in there. Okay, but all the religions are like gulas or in the lower circle who are sweet. Okay, so they said that all the the gulas are sweet. Okay, but sigi sweet kaino ina sugar no heline kalejo ko. So religions the sugar is good ne kalejo ko, but we can take out the sugar and it can exist on its own. Okay, without being in the gula. So na religions I see it as a gula. Okay, had God infused or kanda. They have their own system and their own structure and their own principles. Okay, but it is the ultimate form of God? I don't think so, because that sweetness can stand alone without in the gula. Okay, the religion has just bring the sweet sugar into it, and then they make it their own. Okay, with their God, and yeah, God did sugar, but sugar can stand also from his own. Okay, that is what I believe. What if God is mortal? So I don't have any answer. I don't have any. Probably, Hadi, probably. But if God is mortal, yeah, you are going to get the next question there. Who is the father and mother of God? You know. So then, probably it may not be like a living being or something like that, but it may be a force. When a Star Wars concept, may the force be with you and I because dark side of the force, the light side of the force, may the force be with you and I like that is also a manifestation of God. Okay, so it may not be a person who can live and die or something like that. Okay, so the mind. So yeah, so I know and where do I get these ideas? No, not from movies or books or something like that. But I do think when someone asks me a question or something like that. Okay, so this is what I think. Okay, so so now I want you guys to be a thinking individual, and the most dangerous people in the room are not the one with muscle, but the one with good thinking capabilities, right? Assume they trust me on this one. Okay. The human differs from other animals because of our thinking abilities. Yam sang khandaba ngamba, deep oina khanba ngamba, later pochida kon imagine torakanda khanba ngamba, other animals do not have that kind of potential, reasoning and logical faculties. So na use the use those, okay? Use the target isan karakani ko, jan karakani ko. So jan karadi kadore, nasagi ko na, tawid ba mayama. Janggaw mi dong power we see the effect right now, right? So anyway, environment yeah, we are going to continue the environment current affairs, right? We are going to continue the environment current affairs. Dana high environment current affairs magi basic concept khang de magi environment origin my wari khang de 2022 da lay environment origin India and the world in the environment pabase so paroka. This is one technique I have discovered recently. Okay, this makes me most of the issues I am going to remember. So nga when India environment we have come across like 4 issues, 4 topics but because of my story like today we could cover only like 2 stories. Okay, so when I talk with Andaman and Nicobar Island Great Nicobar to the Ministry of Ministry of Environment Ministry na ayaba pigre aduga ayadugi ayaba matungina sida infrastructure and project ma'am sadori ko defense ki civilian gi and economic ki ko and social infrastructure ko so aduda koina kay dogre CZ 95% de reserve forest and protected areas ni ko sida achobo national park ani layin high gre Galatia ga matak tudo ko adu biosphere reserve am layin high gre ko aduga Pakada hangkadusi prelims hangkadusi sigi national park and maming adai kadai da sabu khotpa adai si national park sida phangba magi endangered oiba species mayama ko adudu ni pakada hangkadusi so na nangi article du yaukre ko so adudu adai koina environment ki regulations pi matam sida kadore coastal regulation zones and atopa environment ki safeguards mayama koina laitho laga sigi poche sabu yare so that is very important from prelims point of view. So mains study akoina si essay gumbada natra answer writing the iba yai aduga prelims study article gi manung da yawi poto irakani. So aina article gi manung da yawi poto mo noi de ihan leidana haihan leidana taw targadi class yam boring journey yam awkward oyani ko aduna article du dana haigre mongabe india na google di chango aduga nasai mai article du yawni adu article du nasana pajaro pa matam da wari di khangani ko aidi dana class to hamina ko aduga nasai magi important over factuals ma'am do adudi noina nogi note in the semja tare you have to give that effort. Okay, so dana note pibo khotpa adudi da to right akhoi exam ma'am to holloi and this is going to be our kind of our model of approach concept da big picture da structure da to kani ko aduga next kai le next kai le ga matam da dana asangi white yo ningjang yul ja ai brain phatawa ai ne ko ai ngasai kai nyang chaw yi ai sima ko re ko nga cha gi ma le kan da I Google but when the structure of we do remember. Okay, probably aina numit town matung hang mako environment current affairs ka tor China si approach tor matung da ka India da kai environment current affairs dang thal du pa ge ni janga ka you're going to remember this ade when the north is the told north is ki map on China thro kan da Manipurgi adugi adagi nako sign to target probably you are going to remember you are going to remember the issues associated with it, and you are going to read it and you are going to make notes from it, and probably aina test or kanda you are going to answer it. Okay, so now white bill white would have that would duck the would white would build duck have the so CG important is climate change na precipitation and magi magi habitat da ka oiba ma'am do magi climate change na oi change toropadagi koina magi protected oibagi hana phamam kanada semamba national park to the lairamdre aduga ngasagi sumna kana westward on the haidare ko aduga ngasagi magi habitat laibada magi habitat tuna laibada changada precipitation natraga magi weather system do ngasagi indo bhutan gi aduga garo hills laibadagi ngasagi sigi yam endangered oiraba IUCN da yaraba endangered oiraba ngasagi hujiki duck to chaina hongdokre ko adu assam gi state bird oine ko so sini jinga tawhi do adagi next da na article am yawi sidagi akoina gi da keba keba ngang sigi article da Tamil Nadu and Nilgiri Hills dani ko article to kesu nate solar forest ki matang dani ko aduda nangna article lo par pa matam da kedogen ha matam da magi unique oiba endemic oiba sakhar lai ko like Nilgiri tar gumba adagi di akoina Nilgiri app ama layibako unique oiba aduda ko aduni do phangnebako adagidi hujiki grassland si akoina India da grassland si south on the phangbasi solagi grassland ji oyebako where ngasai gi akoina grazing kaya tawbako adugi do ko aduna yamna kemtagi issues te dina yaw nate but ngasai gi akoina Tamil Nadu da phangba sigi solagi long grass ki sigi forest sida ngasai gi magi adugi oiba article ibane ko aduga article da kari numti yenge ko da sawe de ko ai dong rang tahu da bagi kawgre yeah and effort piu hadi don't assume that hadi the efforts of teachers or coaching institute is going to make you pass this exam. Okay, koina at the best koina to we have kaino we can only show you what you should do. Okay, kaino da koina exam experience le begin and others you have to read it yourself, right? And if you believe that you cannot read it yourself, then this exam is not for you. Okay, Munga Bay India environment this is the most exclusive sirena yawba layer ko all the issues of worldgina mungabe.com ka India gina mungabeindia.com ka masi article ano la ka so probably I'm going to read it. Okay, yeah, Longwood solar forest ka sige ka Longwood solar forest ka sige I'm going to share the screen, right? Na dahi approach is fine to wake up, so I don't know how it will be, but this is how we want to approach your classes, right? Yeah, see Longwood solar Longwood yeah see articles ba si articles pa chumna Indian na mo ibi pa Indian macha mo ibigi aduga UPSC thagi khanba mi ma mi mo ibigi ka si articles da Suresh ji ui ka Longwood solar forest is a water source for villages in Nilgiris and maintaining their biodiversity. Yeah, 116 hectare forest space ni kasagi akoina Western Ghats am sangi Western Ghats is da only a part of it 116 kilometers ki part ne boka Longwood solar forest ka my articles is easy kay no ha later hadi home to threaten Nilgiri marten and other rare fauna and fauna risk in biodiversity ka sida nang na UPSC prelims they pa ya ka and they do ask this kind of question. Okay, oh yeah, si matang sida ka which was recently granted Queen's Commonwealth Canopy ka which was recently granted Queen's Commonwealth Canopy ka si tawday neba cover the origin or si article di age ka Tamil Nadu live ni Queen's Commonwealth Canopy or nangi prelims question hagadi which of the forests in India had was recently granted the Queen's Commonwealth Canopy hangdiang way substandard way factual way they probably will not ask but they may ask. Okay, we never know. so aduna longwood solar forest ana my specialty irakpa matamda kaidawni ha matamsida sigi magi CCC vegetation hobo khotpa layena ko aduga ngasai magi important oise kaino important ayo yes si kyam phajai ne wase gai thodar di ko nuai da nung hai pe tar so atai di kyam important oide yes sigi anis ka sigi Nilgiri marten ga Nilgiri tar su ka because they are unique to it. Okay, so adana hadi CN is important na question da koi hang kani khambra without saying asagi solar wood forest natabida china hang kani ko this is a forest which recently got adugi award and see grassland yam dai ana grass type korai have a grass type se howi ka aduga moi sida asagi Nilgiri tar and Nilgiri kana marten fangi adu forest to kaino A dana kaino long solar forest B dana kaino adu C dana kaino adu D dana kaino adu ko swaina koina hang kani ko so na C article dan yoram baze only for this one. Okay, hadi sigi forest sigi ka but this one C mongoose si ba so duga ngasi khoina to duisina kaino hai matam jida what we are going to do what we are going to do we are going to come up with a concept si concept se yaw ta ga di hadi kano se like se ta pa ya ya ri do hai ta ka so khoina ngarang environment ki class 36 rom je class 34 suri kari na angon excuse som te lem de angon da kem to jo hai manate message tha ko junate class don't join the class mind to have some excuse give some excuse okay so tuna akoina ngasi to duji kaino hai matam jida yam important ba hadi environment ki structure meng ni ko so nahande khoni tam pudu kaino environment ki world ki kamaina lai 2022 bokta important event nam no khangmum thok pani ko so du so koina samdapna koina si chawna hai matam jida koina world ki environmental crisis se kamaina karam the important and logi ya hai matam jida soin logi ko koina world la quite the chaw environmental crisis se ani lai amana climate change ni amana biodiversity ni haje ani lebo ko and sidagi di kedore nangi pollution me am yawre ko so these are the two important asagi environment ki crisis natraga issue lai kyanta aduga India ki jo koina chap manana koina my history am lai ko what we have done for India na ko India da climate change biological diversity mangdharpa so climate change se kamai to ra tholok pano kai tawno hotnari aduga biological diversity mangdharpa se kamai to hotna bano kai to hotnari haibase si myam ji yawre ko so koina si gi ani sida chawrakna koina everything koina konjel le say for example wetland jinang handare hairo ko it is something about biological diversity the ecosystem diversity the mangdarak pa ki mong ne ko ade koina pollution it can be related with climate change it can be related with biodiversity so duna atopa environment ki every crisis kuding makta asagi CNDG ki mami yam chawna ta oi ba khambra so duna atopa mayam su lei pollution lei re asagi koina wetland mangdarak pa lei re asagi koina kai le soil lei re ko soil tor lei ko but chances are that CNDG na no influence to bagi chance le me ko na koina climate change koina environment ki current affairs yang pa matam jida haidi kari no quite important issues size khoni pa matam jida climate change ka biodiversity is oy ba aduga yes we do accept that there are many other environmental issues like pollution adagiti soil gi adagiti koina desertification something like that okay but in one way or the other we see this to sigi aniji uye ba so sigi structure am lay ko sigi structures ne koina dana class thagi to ko next structure je kai hoine next structure je si oyo ne ba let us just imagine this one this is the art okay geoid ka art is set geoid ka this is the art so when the art ji yeng matam da khamba we can classify art into like very simple thing okay land right see Africa is makasa taman re I'm teaching you how to approach current affairs. Sidaydi si ma'am je takragadi we can do any current affairs, okay? Si ma'am je hadi khangdam yaw I know si loy kan question ama hangake ko. Probably you are going to say something but structure do khangam da bai ko and structure khangdam duna individual na paw duna kedo gen ha matam jida yamna sohen bado oye ko. Adu yam no ai trabadana ko atu na hojiti si structure ma'am je thoksi social issues ki tor matam da ju direct ke ju chong we khoina ko women de ke ju chong we ko social gi structure ama tor kani ko atu. So archi da khoina yeng ba abse kaina ha matam jida there are two ways, okay? What we can do is that there is a land, there are seas or seas. Seas. So now environment hai taragadi land the thopa yawa environment and seas the thopa yawa environment. Seas the keke le hai taragadi so miyeng jibo ka environment coral lam yam chong le adai sea the cheliba hadi sea the chet laiba hadi ising amagi ising jigi acidification chong le adai climate change tor pudagi akoina sea gi kanoda magi sigi water expand torpa aduga ice ma'am center aga ising volume hapatpa aduga sagi sea expand torpa de volume hengatpa ko sigi poram lay adai sea da ma'am chang kanoda land de center pa pollution ko especially akoina microplastic ki issue um lay adai akoina ke lay akoina coral reef yaugre acidification yaugre adai sea da akoina toba yawda sagi akoina sea level rise yaugre adai akoina ke lay even akoina munna chang taragadi ngasai akoina ocean current akoina sea da cheli ma'am se khambra climate change influence tor kanda akoina ngasai normal oiraktaba aduma thengnai ko so sea da ke lay sea da thokpa yabse ke lay akoina ya adai sea da akoina dead zone thengnare hadi ocean current change da mafam but atopa ma'am changjala kanda ngasai algae bloom to ko so Indian Ocean ni mana tu thengnai amain thengnai si ma'am environmental issues nga tane ana environmental issues nangna hadi ma'am parakani makhan ji ko but yeah, it is very it can be categorized very simply very simply, okay? One that happens on land, one that happens on sea, okay? Ana environment na topic any topic na vision day na traga na drishti day pa matam da categorize them si map am ye over ko dano ji hai no yaw ni kamba so sea gi matang da yaw do si ya fishing gi ma lai ko hai fishing gi ko fishing to matam da poison toroga thadara khotara to ko adum yawre adagi ke lai yeah invasive species ki ama lai ko adagi koina kaidore asagi sea da koina kano toriba sea gi the whole koina land oiba ya koina hena land ji da focus to one ko but sea ne hena hadi kano ising ne hena hadi land dagi percentage yami aduga biodiversity hen ko ising ne ti hen le ko we just not do not know the water world that much. We know about Mars but we do not know that much about the water world, okay? So duna every environmental crisis tholok ma'am je khambra categorize them into land and sea, okay? Duga sea gi ma'am je sea da pusaloba coral gi acidification pollution microplastic adagi dead zone adagi fishing gi adagi ocean current change toropa phytoplankton change toropa adagi sea da akoina da organism ma'am je endangered or blue whale adagi akoina turtle migratory or khotpa endangered or khotpa invasive species la khotpa adu ma'am do akoina to yai ko adagi sea level rise toropa ngasagi do adagi akoina glacier oceans keka natraga akoina ice shelf keka akoina do akoina pundhar pudo oi bai ko aduga important oi ba ma wali da haiba ngamdre adu da kai wa da no ja haiga toram da sea da thokpa ko no. Yeah, so sea da thokpa environmental crisis ma'am le adai sea da koina sea crisis ma'am de tawduna koina kamaina intervene tawi like marine protected areas ko adai coral reefs ki hawat na ba khotna ba adai de koina asai gi koina sea grasses ko adai sea gi animals ma'am je koina safeguard tongna ba ko so sea ma'am je taw tar ba haidi na kain affairs for example India has recently started safeguarding sea cucumber sea gi area sida kyan ta ko na sea de leiba potni hajo koi khangba ngame ko you can go for India, you can go for India, Canada, around the world, okay? So see now environment is structure two. There are two categorization, land and sea. Yes. Accidental oil, oil leakage in the sea causing water pollution. So whatever environmental issues related with water or the seas, you can like put it there. Okay, and chances are that there is not going to be anything new which you are going to read, but only just a repetition of all these things. But yeah, so na munna khangjin ba ke toroga solution ke ka to khotpa aduga koina ke intervention tore na ko, there will be the thing that they are going to ask in the exam. Number 1 ka. Number 2 da koina len de ke le len is no hai lage ka len de ke le, you can type it here. So especially len je koina ai je sar la so in chai ni do mana world map si ye pa tapirak ni, but koina we just Gujarat man mong yaw ni ka saida Madagascar le resida back to Israel lawyer Sri Lanka pi ka lawyer khang da ni kham ba sai world map si so na kan ni part yaw right. Yeah, we can make it there. Japan in na po ye pi ka lawyer so ida pa China Japan din China South Korea din so ida Australia. What is the Australian map? So New Zealand. Yeah, this is roughly the world. Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean, so I don't know, Arctic Ocean, Arctic Ocean. Okay, so this is the rough sketch of the world. Okay, you should be able to draw this one. Okay, not that beautiful, but it should be in your mind. Okay, blind the park and all. Okay? So anything. So land is like what 30% of the total surface of the earth, right? 70% of it is water, right? So land the tope aba environmental crisis ma'am so tell me I am happy number 1 that alive deforestation amaga happy desertification ate haidaro ina hapo de hakano ina hapo mane atay deforestation, desertification, pollution of different types. Tell me. Okay, that is nice. Okay, no class you Christina matom the your ka to ju ma'am no tum gro ma'am ju. Think kind of higher good chindan good. That's first. Okay, mining. Good. It's coming out, right? Yeah, herogen acidification is on. You mean to say that soil acidification? Yes, very good. Soil degradation. Yes, waste management. Here's soil acidification. Can it happen on land? Probably soil acidification. Yeah. See, soil is the origin. Soil is the waste management. To hay nga tanew kamba. Ay satri ma'am sika. Nairi emo na kamba. Atay please join. Stubble burning. Yeah, forest fire, stubble burning. Atay di. Landslides. Adi disaster size ko earthquake landslides adu da ma'am sika. Or nasagi ko na ising river di chain ba to ka. Hadi disaster ko. Hadi flood nung kay environment ka may len isi ka. Atay di amo wat li ta na hay ni ba ma. Hadi biodiversity. Freaking yeah, plastic pollution biodiversity je si wale ka so land the top quite the job crisis kay na matam da human na tawa atopa human ma'am na population sum hengale ka duga atopa animals ma'am na sum kana to re ka land degradation it is already there kasagi yawre so nuclear disaster it's kind of man-made, don't you think? But yeah, it do happen on the disaster management department. So CMAMs na it's okay. So CMAMs na masagi any environment topic you can categorize into land or sea, and then you can put it there. Hadi kayo oy do no ato ko. Yam broad over categorization, but it helps you categorize. It helps you give you a structure. Okay, so now topic you came to know that this I can put here, this I can put here. The solution is this one. Okay, so this one is very important. So next si ma'am le environment ki wari khange environment even structure do khange environmental pollution thok pe ahum hai tare koina sorry de environment pollution thokpa hai je ahum hai tare land ne sea ne and atmosphere ne atmosphere na khoi ngasai gi mathak ta chatkhraga na khoina satellite pollution bracket sika adu ngasai gi sida khoina air water ngasai gi khoina magi kana da chang handar project ko but these are very easy ko haidi sida khoina global warming gi enhanced global warming adai atopa mayam do kana da almain oye ko so na si categorization khoina next layer ko aduga next akhona tamdoji kaina hama tamjida si ne tamdoji so world is coming towards fighting the environmental degradation both in the land and both in the sea and both in the atmosphere ko kasagi atmosphere ke thoi kasagi climate change ki phenomenon which is affecting everything on land and sea okay acidification ke kaje climate change le thola ine ko adu so dana next haining is no da khamba so climate change ko si thoe biodiversity si da thoe adagi endangered species adu da ma biodiversity no mai leng do ni pollution si da thoe si da thoe ko koina every koina environment current affairs hek thop matam jida koina haidi koina pisan be aba pot categorization land ma sea da ma ngasai gi natra atmosphere da thop ma pollution air pollution gumba adu gumba admaina eta oi side hena yaude because art manung da yin natana pot kana da environment issues kai thok to no ko sine ko next akhona yang ka do structure ji kaino si structure ji mathak da koina hapsel ka do ji kaino yes the countries the people are realizing the the degradation of environment and is linked with human beings and its development moi comfort ta moi livelihood ta everything impact of the tore ko so duna next akhona hapchul ke poche kaina ha matam jida institutions ko both country wise oina aduga both as the world ko so united nation environmental program IUCN ko government ki non government ki ko mayam legre aduga country oina di kaino ministry of environment culture magi ek mayam legre institution hapsala kane gyan ta ko everywhere da akoina environmental crisis thengna na hona so it can be world institutions hari UN wildlife fund kana WWF india gidana ministry adu da niti ayog adagidi ngasagi magi ek nung ke kamens and world is akoina ngasagi akoina conference ke ka adagidi akoina agreement ke kamens ko sima hapsala kane akoina trying to tackle the environmental issues happening in land sea and the air yan ta ko si jam dai next time important reason kay no hai matam sida when institution lai gre ko so we are globally as well as country wise ta koina manung da su mapan da su plug changa taw he another important thing is that sida thoi ba environmental crisis ma'am issues ma'am se khamba kai no changi jai matam da there are two things that is needed in order to solve this problem kyan ta ko kai no hai matam sida finance ka nasagi technology guys kyan ta ko koina environmental crisis se land sea and air to thok environmental crisis se kamaina koina solve tong ni hai tar ga di we are going to need finance and technology so this finance and technology put it in the institutions country as well as global they are going to solve the environmental issues any issues oil spilling as I can high you ma'am do oil spilling desertification acidification adu da ma'am climate kind of deforestation biodiversity loss climate change or carbon gi hegalapa khotpa pollution air pollution adu ma'am do khamba soil degradation adai illegal kind of dead zone adai plastic management ma'am se kedong ne ha matam jida there are only two ways to solve align la agdi solve to redana or masa matom dana nature di solve to redana ko so we need two mechanisms in order to do that adu kaino sigi mechanism is na it is going to reinforce the institutions so that the institutions are going to have finance and technology to solve this land sea and the air environmental issues and phenomena so sida ne ba koina to ko de ko ana si structure ne ba so any structure khango ko ai targadi sig dana question hang ane si ma'am ji noina anobam to oiroi ko anobam to oiroi but kanoda noina individually paramba nga ta oidone ana individually paramnina big picture da yaudramina structure da yaudramina concept da yaudramina pare ta kaw oidone but ngasi dagidi su kaw kaw reba khambra so adu so koina high gre koina ani changi koina environmental crisis ya koina deal tong hona the institutions country international ka si da koina paisa thada doini si ani jina ka so that they are going to solve the water da, land da, and atmosphere da laiba environmental issues maps. So finance and technology. Technology ki je tamse kaino da science and technology da ju yam yorokani ka. Adu technology develop to gaya ta di kai changi. It needs the finance for research and development. It is the finance for research and development. So to sigi finance. Was I know the hangaba that international environmental crisis solve tongnawa financial facilities ma'am je kai kai lay na hangaba. What are you going to say? Or what if I say that specific when hangaba? UNFCCC, United Nations Framework Conference on Climate Change ka magi financing mechanism je karambo oy. Paris Agreement 2015. My financing mechanism is karam boy. Finance out the nothing works. Okay. See the ampazaraga kanana paisa later di nothing works. So karam boy have it. Karam boy normally. You can tell me in the kind of message. UPSC na dum pakada hang layer bane and adum chhatra mayam se dum la layer bane very funny. So what are the financial facilities available in the world under various conference and conventions to kind of finance kind of environmental kind of issues ka. Yes. Hey. So, but yeah, hadi akoina internationally go kanoda environmental crisis ka, which is occurring in the atmosphere, which is occurring in the land, which is occurring in the ocean, which is going to finance the technology R&D, and which is going to give to the institutions so that they can solve this issue ka financial structure ja. Yes. Da hierarchy ko sindan ya ko. 100 to na akoina yana bane ko hadi developed countries na PU kolo in various ways the and adugi ma'am do su no asagi technology transfer keka adai akoina carbon credit keka no yaw do ne ko. But international financing asagi environment ki tong na bai damata to matam sida ko. There are like 3 financing mechanism. One is global environmental facilities ko. The another one is green climate fund ko. The another one is adaptation fund. So akoina si da adi adaptation fund haje kaino hai matam sida sijine ko. So akoina si paisa je kamai sin nani hai matam sida sijine ko. Sai sin na doine. So akoina yengpa matam da world da prithvi da land oigera, air oigera, atmosphere oigera, water oigera, quite important oina thoiba, quite influential oiba environmental crisis है climate change का biodiversity loss का सिने को biodiversity loss का सिने को अदु तारगदी अखोइना कैदोन बे यागे हम तमसिदा there are only two approach ani खतने लेइसे केसु हम लेते हो सो अदुने ने दाने हम लाई हाइजे approach अमना कैनो हम तमसिदा mitigation adi thoiba climate change kamai thoi carbon hen thoi ni adudi carbon kaptharo that is mitigation abana kaino adaptation is kaino munna taw ko mitigation ge adaptation ge am thini important ni ko so mitigation is kaino climate change thoi je kaino no carbon hengala kunani aditadi carbon kapthana ba taw that is source da koni attack taw mitigation ko carbon handa hallo adaptation is kaino okay climate change thopuji sina kari kaino da kari disaster tholi flood tholi tsunami tholi adagi heat wave tholi so adugi do adapt on ba climate change tholokpa environmental issues ki natraga environmental ki kaino da magi tholai ba issues ma'am do haidi adudu mi ma'am je heat wave thoga paisa leite haraga kan mapan thaman ba diare ko aduda khoina heat wave tholokpa or environmental crisis tholokpa issues ma'am do da khoina adapt on ba adaptation fund so duna nangna india gi de yeng kadu ji kaino ha matam jida animak da ka oy haidi specially adaptation fund ne hena da ka oy ko mitigation ji di india di developing countries ni growth da ka oy ni growth to hoda matam da social issues lak to ni social issues lak pa jina amo hena environmental solok ka do ni ko so duna india di mitigation kya to hai ro yang season no khoch no hai ne coal si no adu si no hai ne ko growth ne lo na india di world ne pya ka do sai adaptation fund ne haidi yes climate change thol ni si ma'am to rani flood nung ma'am tholani drought nung heat wave ma'am tholani adu adapt on na infrastructure sajo hai to ana sigi pochine khoina oidosi kyan dai na ko number 1 and aduga atopa financing mechanism like the right adi like 100 $100 billion ko hadi kind of per year from developed countries to developing countries ko in terms of nasagi kind of the technology or jai natraga green keka kind of green funding keka or jai ko carbon credit keka or jai ko so atop lai but while you in di hujikta khona nasagi United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change C convention ji finance to rija sigi GF oibani adai ding sagi Paris Agreement finance to rija sigi GCF oibani ko sigi ni jinang la horen mun na pa do ne ko khamba aduga adaptation fund ju kai no na mun na pa do ne ko sigi na global financing so sidai hen mana kai no ha matam se CFC na 1919 keno de channel ko ne ko huji si anobo concept am lai ko huji si anobo concept si kai no na ha matam da sigi se hadi green finances in terms of green loans the green investment green so for example the simple report am sinebo ko hadi green loan is keno na green finance is keno hai matam sida yes hadi akoina countries me punju punjalle aduga akogi paisa paiba western da laiba investor ma'am jina ko hadi moju conscious environmental conscience probably because for selfish reason I think environment kai taragadi akoi di kem laite dum sigani moidi they do not want to die they want to enjoy their money so the environment is very important kind of the aspect of their life okay so the moina haire ko koi pesa mem je moidi investor ayamane pesa pai ayam je ko Warren Buffett gumba moi mem je ko moina haji sine ko we are going to give money but those money can be used only for only for like environmental friendly or investment like environmental friendly or investment so the say for example give green finance example in bracket fisherman yo ni ko dana si jam simple in pite so mahina koi mai institution ye bus am learning e khalle ko bus lebi je ina loan lo dore khallo ko loan lo si kai bus lay do no have je ina diesel gi bus am leini ha probably green finance matung ina on the loan direct the way because diesel is polluting right so the aina adu tari electric ki bus am lay hai taragadi yes green the chingmanina I will be able to get that loan so the nasai koina green finance and green investment ni concept sa sila ayabo ko and even koina company ma'am na natraga koina country na yon baza kaidogen hai matam jida green bonds na yon ayabo ko green bonds se kem nate haidi se country amana so kana paisa raise ni handak kogi kana da budget ki da kana da sovereign green bonds na India gi ama introduce to ne bo kem nate moina haidi sine bo we are selling the bonds lupa chama pi nang lairani aduwa sahi khagi matungda halakpa matamda you will get 108 interest ka ni so na paisa na laina bane ko but kedogen hai matam sida sovereign green bonds is kedogen hai matam sida but sidagi koina phangiba lupa chama je si na koina tawdu si kaina hai matam environmental friendly oiba nasagi project natragi infrastructure dang tawni atopa environment ki against the level tawroi hai do ne ko ana green loiram ni na nasagi green investment green finance plan je nasagi aduna green bond da laibagi hadi pot am lai so na koina environmental crisis yang pamatamda so koina kai yenge koina ngasai di yenge je ko environment ki wari environment ki basics khange ecosystem kaino biodiversity kaino environment ki international ki wari em khange 2022 ta next India wari em khange next categorization tore koina land water and sea kaino atmosphere da thopane na adida noimak le environment issues kudima sea issues land issues and atmosphere issues koina si kamai tackle tawni institutions le country gi oiba world gi oiba United Nations Environment Program UNFCCC IUCN WWF etc si ma'am ji paisa yaudani taw yade technology yaudani taw yade ana finance ka technology ka thajale technology ki di R&D research and development change kana ngami developed countries ma'am ngami but under developed countries developing countries ma'am moine pinning de pi targa ju royalty ne am chaun hangne which is going to be like akoi developing countries ta mangjaga ta but si bogda finance ne ngamine ko so finance is the king in dealing with the environmental crisis finance already everything will be on paper and report nothing is going to work okay so duna koina environment ki matang da finance khang bujam da ka ko finance khang gi hai targadi there are three financial kind of mechanism ko which is like empowering the convention UNFCCC Kyoto Protocol Paris Agreement ko they are global environmental facilities si kaino pa adam ni ko I know global environmental facilities ta obi da ka oide you guys have to read okay si pao ngam jaba, then this exam is not for you. Okay, you have to give effort. I cannot run everything for you. Okay, or no pao talagana video yang video yang ko, but I'm not going to teach it. Green climate fund, adaptation fund. And apart from that, there is this concept of green finance. Green finance matungda green investment, green bond, adedi sovereign green bond, everything comes si ma'am ko. Aduga si ma'am na kedoge ha matamje environmental finance and there is this assurance of 1,100 billion from developed countries to developing countries, but we are not able to make it here. Okay, si yogi kana yo ngam jibu ko. Aduga si yakoina finance para matamje da ko. I'm going to share this one. I'm going to share this one. It's important about no magazine the India so this where the green finance I was reading had a class but I yeah like see United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change website ni. So what is financial mechanism? Global environmental facilities, green climate fund, adaptation fund, aduga special climate fund, but these are not that important. Okay, and this developed country fund, these are not that important from India point of view, but you can write it in your finance mechanism. Next, climate financing climate action ko kamay tawni khot pani ha matam sida ngasai sigi pot am yor pa hitai India yaw le ba hitai ka. So I know ha you worry ma kana worry ma am duni ko ade hem bam tiaw de ka sigi ka sigi the network for green si UPSC nam pa me ba si khabar das yoroi do pot ne ko ade no gi magazine me am das yoroi do pot ne si je khamba the network for greening the financial system ko hadi they have established a network for greening the financing system kai kanano central banks ma'am aduga financial regulators and authorities ma'am around the world hadi countries kudi maki at central bank na jaga financial regulator ma'am da sigi network for green financial systems that change ko so duna ko yenga se ko asile. So this is about national green finance network for greening the financial system network for greening the financial system NGFS and haije ka aduga maji kaino ngasai 2017 da one planet summit ta hodoki potni 8 central banks na ngasai establish tawba network of central banks and supervisors ka adudai di expansion tawre my membership se kana kana yauge ni yeng matam da ka kai chakre ko ye RBI to kai chakre yeah Reserve Bank of India RBI yawo pot ne so na India yawo pot ne ko so na si je pina kana ye ko aduga atai des hamu ni ka and green finance adu da me adu adu so na global green bond market je ko na pa dana si thara ke ko hadi but I bet da masai gi ta ada sa test like ko we're going to do the test. I test out of them no I take because when I not speed them na when I pai party is kamay kang yam tam test kang yam ko so na nasi kay na first topic se kay no hama tam sida nasa gi sola gi dom na adu di ngangi continuation ne ko adu na tabida when na financing the environment ne ko then is the padu si kay no green global environmental facilities green climate fund adaptation fund music network tom later network tom later adai concept of green finance ko si makhaje kay lakani green bond lakani adai di kay lakani green investment lakani kay no hai matam jida only environmental friendly oiba environmental ga mai leina ba environmental enhancing oiba hadi investment da thada ba ya ba loan ne ko aduga polluting oiba adai environmental ga opposite oiba dadi sigi paisa me nang phangoi ana India ju si yaw ga dam ni hai ana budget ta India gi ko sovereign green bond na puthokpani kaino se mayamna leirani kaino da environmental conscious oiba mi mayamna leirani adagi rest of paisa duna kaino infrastructure ka sarani adu infrastructure mayam ja environment ka friendly oiba mongda sabu ne ko so duna si je patho adu trust me sigi green global environmental facilities se UPSC da anira hangre prelims da green climate global green climate fund ji hangdri adaptation fund hangdri aina khan ko but hojik se ke dore hamatum apart from this one asai ge koina yam important oi de asai ge koina green finance yam important oi ko green bonds so India kai lai sovereign green bonds ko so na prelims mains interview and essay ꯀꯣ ꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯁꯤꯐꯧ ꯇꯧꯔꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤ I want to continue current affairs ꯑꯦꯗꯤꯛ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯨꯏꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯇꯥꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯥꯛꯅꯤꯡ ꯂꯩꯕꯗꯣ ꯈꯪꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯇꯥꯛꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯅ ꯁꯨꯡꯇꯥ ꯇꯥꯛꯅꯤꯡꯗꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯌꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯁ꯭ꯋꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩ current affairs ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯜꯂꯖꯥꯠꯅꯤ ꯑꯣ ꯃꯦꯒꯥꯖꯤꯟ ꯄꯥꯕꯒꯤꯗꯣ ꯑꯁ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯕꯤꯀꯤꯗ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯦ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯇꯥꯛꯄꯤꯔꯒꯦꯀꯣ I was prepared for it ꯅꯪꯒꯤ ꯀꯤꯟꯗꯜꯗ ꯔꯦꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯅꯪꯒꯤ ꯀꯨꯔꯨꯁꯦꯇ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯌꯣꯖꯅꯥꯒ ꯇꯥꯛꯄꯤꯗꯣꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯋꯥꯔꯦꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯇꯥꯛꯑꯒꯦ ꯁꯨꯡꯁꯣꯏ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯀꯣ ꯌꯥꯏꯅ so thanks for the class okay you guys ꯄꯣꯊꯥꯔꯣ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯇꯨꯝꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯇꯨꯝꯊꯣꯛꯑꯣ but ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯨꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯅꯤ ꯄꯤꯊꯣꯛꯑꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯁꯪꯕꯗꯀꯣ you have to research all these things okay ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯤ yourself right and ꯈꯪꯉꯣꯏꯗꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ and ꯈꯪꯒꯅꯤꯀꯣ so thanks for the class right good night